What's up, you guys? My name is Hutch. I make videos and put them on the internet. It's like 8:30 p.m. on Tuesday when I'm recording this. It's day 8 without cigarettes. Jesus Christ. Day 8 without cigarettes. I recently went a month without smoking, and that was probably in like July, I want to say. What I did was I recently switched over to vaping. I think that phrase is so douchey. I'm still going to say it, because what the hell else are you going to say it? Smoking vapor? Using vapes? Using vaporizers? I guess using a vaporizer isn't as douchey sounding as that, but the term vaping to me, I can't take myself too seriously when I say it. And I don't know what else to call it. So I'm just going to say that. I've been vaping. I've been vaping so hard, bro. You don't even know. I've used everything. I've used the lozenge, the gum, the fucking patch. Probably the most successful thing I'd used before using a vape pen. Using a vape pen. I like that. I don't feel like I sound like a douche when I say that. Before I started using a vape pen, that was the longest stretch that I had ever gone without smoking. I went 3 months without smoking, and I used the lozenge, which is like, they're exactly what they sound like, little lozenges. They're like slow release kind of nicotine things. And then I had a girlfriend at the time, and we broke up, and I was super bummed and just looking for an excuse to pick up smoking again, and I did. And I haven't made any attempts to quit since then, or I hadn't at the time. And I started smoking probably like 16, 17 years old. And I did it for like that stereotypical reason. That really stupid reason that they teach you about in school. Like when you're in grade school. It literally was peer pressure. And it wasn't like my friends were like offering me cigarettes and saying, it's not like you see in the infomercials where your friends offer you a cigarette and they're like, what are you, chicken? Come on, do it. Everyone's doing it. It's like nothing like that. But I saw my friend smoking, and it looked cool to me. And so I one day I was like, hey, let me try smoking a cigarette. It coughed my lungs out for like 2 weeks. And like my whole goal with smoking was I wanted to get to the point where I would no longer cough if I inhaled. But then once I put in the work to get to that point, after a couple weeks, I was just hooked. And for a couple years, again, I'm like, 16, 17, probably closer to 17. Junior year, I was 16. Yeah, I was 16. And so I, it started off as like, a couple cigarettes, a few cigarettes a day. I was, when you're living with your folks, it's a lot harder to hide the smell. And so there's some incentive to, not smoke, kind of built in, just being young and not having your own place. And, yeah, so it'd be like, maybe one before school, maybe one after work. Before work, during work, just go on a little smoke break. And yeah, it just kind of gradually went up and up and up. And then by the time I was probably 20, I want to say 20, almost 21, I was smoking a pack a day. And yeah, I'd been basically a pack a day smoker for 10 years now. And, when you're young, you don't think about it. You're like, I'm fine. I'll worry about quitting when the time comes. I'm not worried about it. And then you get older, and it's like, damn, I've been smoking for 10 years now. And all of a sudden, it's like, you start, you no longer take for granted things that maybe you took for granted before. Like, I can feel like shit after smoking a bunch of cigarettes. And I didn't, maybe my body had probably had a little bit more tenacity when I was younger. Anyways, it's just time. I'm not getting anything out of smoking cigarettes. Like nothing. I just feel like shit. And it has nothing to do here. Let me go on a little tangent. I originally had no idea what I was going to talk about when I started pressing record on this, so this is just where the commentary took me. All of these ads the commercials, the anti-smoking lobbyists, I hate it so much. It's so patronizing, and it's not just because I'm a smoker. Like, heart disease kills more people than smoking every year, and yet do we see any infomercials on, or at least like retarded hashtag truth commercials warning you against fast food and like shaming people for eating fast food. No, nothing like that. Pick on the smokers. It implies that I don't already understand the risks of smoking before I smoke a cigarette, which I do. Now, I had a couple relatives that died of lung cancer, so it's not like this isn't like a new mind-blowing revelation that you're bestowing onto me by, getting 1,000 people to wrap themselves in body bags and block traffic in the street outside of a major tobacco company headquarters or something. I hate that shit. Like, of all the things, that's the thing that you want to be an activist over. That's the thing that you want to like organize and raise awareness. Not fucking female genital mutilation. Not like civil war in the Congo. Not unrest in the Sudan or Darfur. Fucking 2 simultaneous wars going on in the Middle East at the same time, costing this country trillions of dollars. Like, that's the thing that you want to latch on to? Anti-smoking campaigns? I hate them so much. Anyways, that's my little rant on that. One thing I will say about the gameplay, like the Atlas is, obviously a pretty good gun. I have a higher KD with this gun than I do with the Moors. Like, not being able to hip fire, who gives a shit? Who honestly no-scopes in this game? I don't. Like, they've always been totally random, but I think they're even more random in this game. And you never get hit markers with this gun. This gun's amazing. And then the secondary, I'm using the Atlas pistol. And I got lucky and I got one in a supply drop that had built-in akimbo. And this thing wrecks. I was super surprised. I wasn't super thrilled with the sidearms in this game. I normally don't even run them. But on a sniper, you kind of have to run a secondary. The RW one's okay, like that little one-shot pistol, but if you're running a sniper, it's kind of redundant to have one of those. Like, if I get a hit marker and a dude's like 5 feet in front of me, and I'm going for the cleanup kill, I don't really want the RW. I just want to, like, with this gun, if you get a hit marker, he's up close. I mean, you never get hit markers with this gun. But if you do, you just, like, pull out two of these Atlas pistols and just spray like madman. And they surprisingly have, like, pretty good accuracy at range. Like, not the best, obviously, but... Anyways, I'm quitting smoking. About to be day 9 here pretty soon, and I feel pretty good about that. Like, I can notice things right away, like my smell is coming back, my sense of smell, and my appetite definitely has gotten a boost. Energy has gotten a little bit better. Although I've got this thing, and maybe you guys in the chat, I'm sure there's some people that have done some like life-changing dietary decisions, but I'm having this problem in the morning, and I think I've always had it. I don't know if it has to do with my diet, but I get really groggy after breakfast. Like, after breakfast, I just want to lay down and take another nap. So I don't know if I'm like not eating the right food to give me more energy in the morning, but is that carbs? Is it carbs that make you feel kind of like bloated and tired? Or is it protein? Like, if I eat eggs, like I like to make myself scrambled eggs in the morning. Sometimes I'll eat eggs and just immediately want to pass out again, which is not very conducive to being a productive adult. Help me out with that. Give me some props on not smoking. I need the encouragement, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's me sniping, going 32-6 in the kill confirmed. A map that's super sniper friendly. I really like this game, man. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Hope you guys are too, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.